Hi, Delphine.
Hello. I'm an illustrator from France. I work in children books magazine and children books from school, for school, sorry. I work since 2007. And since I am doing a world round trip, I continue to work. So because of internet, I can work with my clients in France and Belgium also.
Wow, that's great. So how long have you been doing this?
The travel?
Yes.
It's been 9 months now.
9 months now, yes?
So we went in Mauritius Island, Madagascar, Ivory Coast. Then we began the travel with the backpack. It's a minimalist backpack, like 10 kilos per backpack for each of us. And we began to go to Sri Lanka, India, Nepal, Thailand, Myanmar, and Thailand, and now we are in Malaysia. Now it's okay because I don't have too much work, but 4 months ago and for these 4 months I have to work lots of I think maybe 3 days per week. And,
3 days per week.
Sometimes 4 days per week, and after that I can travel, I can discover something, but I always have to return to my work after the visited place. So I have to manage it. It depends on what my clients want and if it's has to be very fast or not. I'm traveling with my husband, who is a baker, French baker, like baguette and croissant. With any computer, I have to buy one, which I can travel. It's very light. It's like a tablet, and like that. Thank you. So it is just my computer,
that's
like a tablet, and it works in Windows. So it's a computer, but
it's in a tablet form.
Yes. So it can be very light and just have this pen to work. So I have to draw directly on it, and then I send to my client. I think it's challenging because sometimes when I have no work to do, I became stressed because I need the work so we can continue to travel and don't have any problem with money. So when I have no work, I try to be confident because I hope in the country. I hope also to try to work a little bit in the country where we go. So maybe in Australia and New Zealand, or maybe in America, I can manage to work also. Because I always do. I do these kind of things for little books and magazines, but I also want to learn from artists in the world. All people who make some sign painting for all for the shop, and they do some writing in painting, and it's a kind of work which is lost now because of all the process of print and digital things. So I want to go in America to learn this, for example. I think in Asia the tofu is the best I ever tasted.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Where exactly?
In Thailand, in Myanmar, here also, because in Western country we don't have this kind of taste of the tofu, and this was the real discovery. I like tofu in general, but this one is the best in Asia.
My name is Igor, but for Asian my name is Igor because my Asian friends like name me like this. And I'm hitchhiker. I travel from Russia to Malaysia to the Kuala Lumpur. So The most impressive is when we start to hitchhiking in the China, because I don't know how to do it in the China, and the first time I have some problems about this. So I need to thinking how to understand, how to say people that I travel by hitchhiking. And after this is more easily to travel by hitchhiking. And in China it's great. In China, in the north of China, it's very great hitchhiking. I didn't stay in one place more than 15 or half an hour. Maybe 15 minutes, maybe half an hour, it's maximum that I stay. And the people are very kind, they take me, he give me the food, he take me a big distance, maybe 200-300 kilometers, so it's easily. In the South China, the people already know about, they don't know about hitchhiking, but already seen foreigners. In Hanoi I play for Lenin Monument, I play a Soviet Union game.
Okay.
In Vientiane, I play in the Buddhist temple. I just walk around and I see the Buddhist temple, no people inside, so I just go and up on the roof of this Buddhist temple and just play my harmonica. I don't record this because it's, I don't know, maybe I can do something wrong, yes, but I play. I don't know, actually I want to fly.
So you've never? You haven't done it yet?
I never fly.
Okay.
I want to fly,
Alright.
but it's like if I if I can hitchhike the
Yes.
plane,
Yes.
of course I'm fine. But if I can hitchhike, I don't want to pay for tickets on an airplane. So I want to. One of my tasks is the playing harmonica in helicopter, or in a plane, or in an airplane. I don't know, but I want to do this.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you tell everyone your name
So yeah, I'm François.
and more about yourself?
So well, more about myself. So I just finished my PhD in chemistry about a bit more than a year ago, and then I started traveling after that. And now it's been a year and about a month that I'm on the road. So yeah, I'm bicycle traveling since probably 2 months right now. About I have no idea what kind of bike I have, for the simple reason that it was given to me.
Oh, who gave it to you?
Well, okay, the first bike I started bicycling with, the one I bought in Myanmar, was just like a random bike that I bought in a local shop, like second-hand bike. And I just started cycling with it, put it on my backpack and stuff, and then after some time, it was not like the best bike. And the second bike, the one I'm having right now, was given to me by a British guy. I met him in Krabi, in Thailand.
Krabi, yeah, okay.
As I was traveling with a friend of mine from Japan, and we were 2 people with 1 bicycle. So we used to put like all our stuff, so like 2 big backpacks and the small backpacks on the bikes. It was like huge, and we were pushing it.
And everything really fit.
And I think he pitied us a little bit. Anyway, this guy just left his bike because he was tired of it, so he left it on the pier on the way to Kopangan.
That was before you went to full moon party.
That was before I went to full moon party. Yeah, well, full moon party was not any like highlight. It was fun, but I wouldn't say it's like amazing. Anyway, so he had left his bike in the pier, attached this to a tree, and left the key in the drinking bottle for anyone to get it. So he just told that to us, and since we were heading to Pangan anyway, a couple of days later we went to get the boat. But the bad thing is that we went to the wrong pier, because to go to Pangan Island there's 2 piers with the same name. So we arrived like about 40 minutes before the boat left, and unfortunately there was no bicycle on the pier. So I checked my GPS and I saw there was another pier. So I thought, okay, there is the bicycle. So I had to cycle really fast to the other one. I found the second bike, unlocked it, and hitchhiked a ride with a very nice Thai guy with his pickup truck. So he put me and the 2 bicycles on the back, drove really fast to the second pier, and finally we're just in time for catching the boat with our 2 bikes. And yeah, that was very cool, very nice. So we had the 2 bikes in this island for about almost 2 weeks. We stayed in Pangan actually. Like Pangan is known to be really famous for full moon party and all that, but
and you're wearing a shirt.
yeah,
Singlet.
actually, yeah. Well, that's my pajama.
Yeah, it's
now,
a very
because
nice one, so green. Because I bet everyone can see you in the dark.
It's that's the main point. It's not really wearable on
I wonder if it glows in the dark.
basis. It doesn't glow in the dark.
Thank God for that.
Probably the next. So now we're in Kuala Lumpur, and the next part would probably be to head to Singapore. Right now the weather is not that well. So I'll see how
just
it
laying
goes in
low.
the next few days. Yeah, it will basically rain all day.
Yeah.
So I'll see how it goes. When I'm tired of it or the weather gets too bad, I'll just have the bike and keep traveling on a more like standard basis, like buses, train, hitchhiking, boats.
Yeah.
Buy a bicycle. I mean, I had no experience whatsoever before starting this bicycle trip. You know, like I like sport, but I'm not an athlete at all. Really, like your body adapts really well. Like you just start like peacefully, like 30, 50 kilometers on the first day, you know, and you just keep going, and then like your body will build the muscles, and then it's actually much more easier than I imagined. Also, as a travel exercise, it's very good because anyway, it's not always easy when you're traveling around to find spots to exercise. I really like running, for example.
That's cool. I like running too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in like China or India, in the cities, it was really hard to find good running spots, or even just like, you know, a calm spot to do either yoga or just daily like simple fitness exercise to just like keep a bit a good body in shape, efficient, like to be able to carry your backpack and everything, not to have back pain. It's important to keep a healthy body. It's important. Cyclists, people don't give a shit about cyclists. Like when you cycle, you could go. You're on the road. You're on the vehicle. You know, it's not like you're doing hitchhiking or things like that. People don't give a shit about you when you cycle. Really, they just pass by. Some are curious. Some would like greet you if you're in the mountains. They'd be like, yeah, go on. Like you don't have direct interaction with people. The like, let's say, more likely to be unsafe situations would be to sleep outside, or to like hitchhiking is unfortunately most complicated for girls because of
Safety.
of creeps. For safety. So you have to have a tough personality to be a hitchhiking girl. For cyclists, I think it's fine. Except like, well, okay, I sleep outside and I sleep in my tent. So for the accommodation, maybe it's safer for girls to
do excursion in a hotel.
Yeah, go in any
nearby
hotels. Yeah, things like that. But really, like most of the time, I stay in really desert places, or I ask for people to welcome me in their house. So if they go and just ask to some woman, usually, like if you ask to women, you're fairly safe. So if you're in the countryside and you see a woman in your field or in a house, you just go and ask if she can stay. And actually, when people see girls like this, they're more keen to accept to host them, because as a guy alone, like, you know, I come here with like all sweaty and dirty by the road the whole day. And I was, hey, can I pitch my tent in your garden? Some people were like, ooh, who's this guy? Like, it might be dangerous, you know. And for girls, people are much more trustful, so it's usually easier for them to find a, let's say, safe environment for sleeping. So I would definitely advise to ask people to host them, preferably girls, of course, because some weird guys might take it as an invitation or something. You know, so some people are aware. Also started like this randomly, you know, not much experience before. Just a few days ago I met another French guy on the road who was going opposite to me. He was going from Kuala Lumpur up to Penang. So we just crossed each other, agreed, talk about the travel. It's not that bad. You just start, you go on your bicycle, and actually the hardest for me is just to pack everything in the morning, like to take back the tent and blah blah and all that, and put everything back. As long as I'm on the bike, it just goes, you know. Unfortunately, once in Thailand, I was sleeping in this monastery, and the monks were growing pumpkins, and so I asked them when I could pitch my tent, so they gave me a quite nice spot actually near their pumpkin thing. But when I rolled on it was just a little bit of like, not, of course I didn't roll on the pumpkins, but they are like growing plants, so they go all the way around, and they have really sharp spikes. So I had like 2 flat tires with like 4 or 5 holes in every tire, so they were completely dead. But yeah, when you travel, you always meet really cool people. So some people from the local restaurant, like just on the opposite side of the temple, I stopped and I started changing my tires and tried to repair them, and they saw that it was like impossible. So one of the guys was like, yeah, cool, like I'll take you to the tire shop, and then he just brought me to the city center with his motorbike. I bought my tires.
That's very nice.
And in 15 minutes I was ready to go. They even bought me lunch. I mean, they're a restaurant and they offered me lunch. It's like, I don't know how these people make any businesses. They're so nice with the people.
Maybe, you know,
Someone is sleeping.
Just let her be.
So, guys, like, just go explore. It's important. Just take your backpack and go. It's that simple. And if I say that in French, allez les gars, allez explorer tout ça parce que ça vaut vraiment la peine, et je peux vous jurer que c'est une expérience que vous n'oublierez jamais.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci à toi.
Now we can say goodbye to everyone.
Ciao, bye bye.
And say goodbye to me.
Arrivederci.
And say goodbye to me. Bye.
Au revoir.
Hi.
Hi, Leo.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm about to leave for the Philippines. I'm back from Kuala Lumpur, where I stayed 5 days, to your place. That was so awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, how was your experience so far in Malaysia? Like, do you like it?
Yeah, of course. That was really great to be toured around by you and your friends. I had a very great time there. That was very nice. You people are very friendly too. It's like everywhere in Asia. I really love Southeast Asia for this reason. So I was working for a month for a charity, a Filipino NGO created like 10 years ago, and they are now expanding all over Asia. There were like one big village where first they rehoused people victims of typhoons or just poor families, and then they try to create a community where they have different social workers coming there to try to create farming products like honey and other stuff. And so after that they try to just employ as much people as possible, and that's how all the thing grows and scale up. And from one villages, which is the one away from Manila, maybe 2 hours away from Manila, they just grew up everywhere in the Philippines, and they always open new villages. Also in Indonesia, maybe in Malaysia, I don't remember, I'm not sure, but in Vietnam as well. And after I worked like for 2 months for another social enterprise that worked closely with one of the Gawat Kalinga village, which is the name of the NGO. And like we produced handmade bamboo products, especially bags, but we also had bamboo ties, stuff like that. So that was very nice too.
That's
And
nice.
after this experience in Asia, like I mean, I've been traveling a little with my parents in like touristic places such as Thailand, Bali, and whatsoever. But after this experience in the Philippines, I just think I'm gonna try to create my social enterprise, maybe related to tourism in the Philippines, or maybe in other places in Asia. When I graduate after I graduate in December 2015, so there are a lot of great things to come in the next month.
Wow, that's very nice. So, does it feel like home in the Philippines?
Yeah, of course. Filipino people are just so much nicer than in my country, so friendly and also funny. Like I really love this country because you just feel at home wherever you are from, whatever is happening. It's just like the Filipino way. They're always positive and they stay like happy and content-minded whatever happens to them. It's really great.
What do you think of Boracay so far? Because I'm actually planning to go there.
I should not. Boracay is very touristic place now, and if you want to learn kite surf, it's okay because at least you go there for a specific project. But like, if you really enjoy partying a lot, maybe you could like it. But if you just go there for the beautiful scenery, the beautiful beaches, okay, we can say that the beaches are awesome, but it's not more awesome that I think some of the places in Malaysia or in Thailand, which are also getting very touristic. It's so crowded, so built up. Like I wouldn't recommend Boracay for people who likes traveling with not so much tourists. And it's quite expensive also. So
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
if you go to Calibo, which is like 15 minutes ferry
Yeah.
only from Boracay, and it's exactly a little Boracay. There are also like kite surfing spot and whatever, but at least all the people are just going to Boracay, and if you're just going like 15 minutes from Boracay, like you can find very beautiful beaches as well and very beautiful mountains. It's just still preserved from mass tourism. Yeah, probably gonna try to climb some mountains in China
Yeah.
and elsewhere in Asia, like wherever there are good spots. Maybe also in Vietnam near the Baie d'Along. So one of my projects could be just to bike there because I also like biking.
That's
Just like
nice. Yeah,
just
yeah.
like
I heard that
François.
you tried
Thank you, François.
François' bicycle.
Yeah, thank you, François, for letting me ride your bicycle, by the way. But yeah, mostly organizing a trip where I could go by riding bikes from one climbing spot to another. That would just be awesome. That's a project I would really love to work on
That's pretty cool.
next month.
So anyway, thank you so much to Leo
Yeah.
for participating in this interview.
Thank you. Bye.
And I really hope to see you again.
Yeah, go to this place. It's a very nice place. if you're in
Yes, I see you when I see you. So, goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me today.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Yeah, alright. So, could you please tell us more about yourself?
My name is Karlo. I'm 25 years young. I was born and raised in Sweden, and my parents are from Iran. And yeah, that's me.
Alright, so I noticed that you have a bicycle there. It's a pretty one. How long have you had it with you?
I've been cycling on it for a little more than 2 years. So from Sweden all the way here.
Alright, so why cycling around the world?
I think it's the perfect vehicle to see a country. It's not too quick, it's not too slow, and it's really flexible, and you really get to explore the country thoroughly.
Do you feel much healthier that now that you're cycling around the world?
Healthier? I used to always be healthy, but yeah, I do feel energetic, and
Does it make you tired all the time, or you're kind of used to it already?
yeah, you get used to it. In the beginning, after a pause or my first week, awful. But we get used to it. Now it's even harder to walk. You want to hear the list?
I would love to.
From Sweden, I went to Denmark,
Yeah.
Germany, Poland, Czech, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, Turkey, Iran, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, China, Pakistan, India, Nepal, India again, Myanmar, Thailand. Then I did do a small pause cycling. I did a small hitchhiking tour through Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos. Maybe that doesn't count.
Where did you park your bicycle then?
In Bangkok.
In Bangkok.
So later on, after my hitchhiking tour, I continued with my cycle and cycled from Bangkok down to Malaysia.
Awesome. Wow.
One thing I do like it's when people are really generous and they share and care and help.
Like in Myanmar?
Help strangers. Yes, Myanmar. For me, it was quite amazing. First, at one point, my bicycle had some real issues, and the frame kind of broke, which usually never happens. This is an aluminium frame, so it's quite impossible to fix it. So I went to the nearest house. I didn't even know what to say. I was kind of afraid, like, what should I do? Maybe I'll have to take a bus or something to a city or something. So this guy would just say, take it easy, just sit down, take it easy, don't worry. And he fixed it.
Yeah, I noticed that. Oh, the frame.
Yeah. So like with a piece of wood and a lot of other stuff put together and with some rubbers going around, amazingly it still works. And not only that, while I was sitting and taking it easy, they were giving me the best food I ever had. Treating me so nice.
Do you still keep in touch with them?
No one knew any English. It was so hard to even thinking about doing something adventurous outside this whole circle you're going around yourself, earning money or having a life. Just take the first step. Don't be afraid. The first step is the hardest. But you will find out more of life, and traveling is the best way of doing that because it widens your perspectives.
Hi, Cris.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very tired. I had a short night.
What did you do last night?
I got a massage. As you told, I'm from Germany. I'm 27. Last year I finished my, 2 years ago I finished my medical studies. Now I'm a doctor. I'm working as anesthetist in Germany. I like to travel, I think, like everybody who's coming here. This is my first time in Asia. I came to Singapore for 3 days and now I'm in Kuala Lumpur for another 2 days. And today I'm going to Paradise, like you said. Paradise is Lombok.
Yeah, I've been there. It's pretty cool.
I'm really looking forward to go there. What else do you want to know?
Well, how long are you going to be staying in Lombok?
I think my flight goes back in 2 weeks, but I don't want to stay in Lombok all the time. I want to go to Gili also. When I'm back, I have to continue working, of course, but in November I have 1 more week free, and I want to go to Tel Aviv maybe, because I've never been to Israel. But it's only 1 week because also it's not necessary or not possible to go far, because usually I like to travel far away from Europe, but for 1 week it doesn't make sense to have a very long journey, a very long flight to go, I don't know, to Asia again or South America or anywhere else. And so maybe Tel Aviv, it's 4 hours away, not more. Not really, but I think no one should be afraid to travel alone or to travel in general, because I met a lot of people who cannot imagine to travel alone, but I think it's one of the best possibilities to meet new people and to see new cultures or countries. And I think they should just try, and if it's not the right thing for them, they don't need to do it again, but they should try once.
Hi.
Ahoy.
How are you?
Okay. This is the second take.
Oh, you have to tell everyone that.
No, I'm Tomas. Everyone calls me Yuki. I'm from Prešov, Slovakia, and I hope you are doing good.
Okay, so Nice to meet you. So, how long have you been in Asia or Southeast Asia, basically?
For 4 weeks and 1 day exactly today.
Okay. So, how do you like Singapore?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Okay.
What I like is it's really safe and clean place. What I don't like is like there are some traffic jams. And
Yeah, I think that's very common in big cities, major cities.
And what I don't like is like it's really expensive even for locals who work there and live there. It's
Yeah,
not a
right.
cheap city.
So, what kind of job are you currently doing there?
I'm in a German company and I'm doing project logistics.
Yeah.
So that means, for example, if they are building oil rig or we are in gas industry and so on and so on. So you sit behind the computer and organize all the transports
Yeah.
from whatever to whatever
Yeah.
and everything that comes with it, like customs clearances and so on and so on.
Do you have to go out once in a while from your office? Like you have to go to the site or something?
Yes.
Do you meet clients as well?
Sorry?
Do you meet clients as well?
Yes, that's everything what I do as well. Like,
So you don't just sit behind a computer?
it's not so often. I would be happier if it would be more often, like going out of the office. Usually it's like 1, 2, 3 days from the whole month. So
Yeah.
it's so often.
So you love your job so far, yeah?
I love just some parts of it, like getting a salary and traveling.
Yeah.
That's the nicest.
But isn't it tiring, like having to run with your luggage all the time?
Yes.
You're like
it is-
changing.
It is kind of exhausting, but at least you know you won't have any stereotype. And
Yeah.
even if you start to have one
Yeah.
somewhere, which will for sure take 1 or 2 months,
Uh-huh.
then you know that like you will leave soon.
So life is pretty hectic for you, huh?
It depends. Here in Singapore, or I think maybe I can say in Asia, people are used to work really, really hard, are really competitive. So here, of course, we need to perform a lot. For example, in US, it was not that hard.
It was more laid back, yeah?
Yeah. Like we were leaving really early every day. It was okay.
So did you have fun here?
Oh, in Malaysia? Yes, I loved it actually. It was really nice. Faster than I thought. And I finally saw a proper, not extremely clean and not extremely modern. Actually, I think I show you the traditional Slovakian
Yes,
dances and
it was good.
songs. So I think for me this is much more exotic, so I enjoy it much more. I think if I would go for Slovakian live show, like Slovakian traditional history live show, I wouldn't be so excited, or I would just skip it.
Okay, Tomas. Is that how I pronounce your name?
Yeah.
Not Tomas, yeah?
No, Tomas.
Tomas. Okay. Where would you go after this?
I still don't know, but they will let me know like in really soon time. I think like within 3 weeks I should know which will be the next station. But I hope, I don't know, Africa I want to do,
That's
Latin America I want to do,
Yeah.
Australia, New Zealand. But let's see. In Saudi Arabia,
Yeah, okay.
I was a little bit bored there because it was a little bit harder to connect with someone.
Yeah.
But it took me like 2 weeks.
To adapt?
I mean, I was out with some people first week, second week, with some guys only, of course. And like after second week, I found that okay, this guy is pretty close to me, or we get along pretty well.
Yeah.
So then we started to go out every third day, every second day. So it was, and I had like more friends like that. Everyone should spread the love around the world.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Spread the love, huh?
Yeah.
Sharing is caring?
So,
Yeah? Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too.
My name's Josh. I'm a medical student from Brisbane.
What else?
You mean like occupation-wise? or-
Whatever that you think that we should know more about you.
Well, I'm traveling through Asia at the moment to try and get myself into a more productive frame of mind for finishing my master's thesis. So I'm doing some research at the moment into radiotherapy dose calculation.
That's great.
Thanks.
Wow.
So I'm trying to evaluate 2 different methods of working out before we deliver radiotherapy treatment. So treating cancer with radiation beams, working out how much radiation dose patients will get before we give them a treatment. So I'm looking at 2 different methods of doing that and trying to work out which one's more accurate. Singapore is my last destination again before I go back to Australia. But I have another week or so to play with, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I'm gonna stay around here for a little while and try and get some writing done. But then I suppose I could just plan something at the last minute and see where it looks good. Maybe fly back to Thailand for a bit and then back to Singapore and see. But yeah, I definitely need to go back to Singapore soon, visit some friends before I go. Because it's easy to sit down and work hard but get absolutely nothing done. I find it's good just to take a good solid break and change the environment for a while. That way you can work less and get more done.
That's great. How do you like Malaysia so far?
It's great.
Love
I like
it?
here. Yeah, the people are friendly. The weather's nice.
What have you done so far?
I did a lot of fun stuff in Langkawi.
Cool.
So I was traveling with my flatmate until recently. So we stayed at a hostel near the beach down there.
What was it called?
The Zachary Guest House. It was really good. Staff are really nice. It's a friendly
How
place.
did you manage to find it? Like through which website?
Just Hostel World.
What makes you happy?
People make me happy.
People?
I find that, yeah, if you're surrounded by good people, you have a good group of friends, and close with family, I think, yeah, having good friends makes me happy. Because I grew up in the countryside in Australia, down in Victoria, so about 2 hours outside of Melbourne. So it was a small town of about 5,000 people. And everyone there was fairly friendly. I
Yeah.
guess because everyone knew each other. So if someone was rude, the whole town would know.
Okay.
Everyone's accountable. But then I moved to Melbourne for university, and it's a very different story. So people are a lot more brusque, a lot less polite, a lot less open, I suppose. That was a bit of a culture shock initially. But then I moved to Brisbane, and it was a lot closer to my original home. So people are a lot friendlier, more likely to say hello. They try to stay out of each other's way on the street, don't walk through each other. Well, see, this is a question that pops up quite a bit in interviews for medical school. A lot of people think about this question during the application process. So I guess there are a lot of good reasons people give, like they want to help people or they like the challenge and that sort of thing. But I suppose if I'm going to be really honest about my reasoning, it, like most of the other big decisions in my life, came about because I felt like it. I mean, I could rationalize it after the fact, but it wouldn't really be discussing my reasons, more as making excuses for the decision that I made without even realizing that I did. A little bit like falling in love in a way, you don't have a choice.
It wasn't like some kind of thing that your parents actually encouraged you to do.
No, my dad was actually upset.
They never asked you to be a doctor, yeah?
No.
Is this your choice?
Well, it was never something...
Why was your dad upset with you? He didn't like it?
No, he doesn't like doctors very much.
Because?
I think he hasn't had good experiences with them in the past. For example, a lot of people do have bad experiences with the medical profession.
Yes.
And it tilts them more in the direction of, say, the alternative therapies. Because I think it is frequently because there are some conditions that are very tough to diagnose, or the diagnosis may not exist yet.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. A bit warm actually. Other than that, it's great. Alright, I'm Stefan Ekström. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Sweden. I'm currently on my life's journey through Asia. And right now, obviously, I'm in Malaysia.
You could be anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like they don't have grass everywhere.
So anyway, how's your trip so far?
Amazing. Just
Can you share a bit of your experience with us?
yes, of course. I started in Thailand. I spent a month there. It was quite different from Sweden, I can say. But I love it. It's very warm and hot. Sorry, and I love it because I hate the winter. I don't like to freeze, so I'm quite a bad Swedish person. in that sense. And yeah, it's been amazing, the whole trip. I think I've been in Malaysia now for almost 2 weeks, and I love it.
Any new friends so far in Malaysia?
Yeah, you of course, and Joey, and the Spanish travel blogger Javier, your friend Gabi, and the Malaysian guy Kumasase.
And the college guy?
Yeah, Mihal, what's his name?
Yeah, Mihal.
I can't pronounce it.
Mihal.
Mihal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Finally a smoking friend.
Yeah, your smoking buddy.
Yeah.
So what did you do last week?
Let's see, last week, what day is it right now?
Sunday? Oh no, Sunday.
Oh.
Is it Sunday?
Last week I think we went to Batu Caves 2 times.
Yeah.
We went to, basically we saw a lot of things in Kuala Lumpur. We saw Merdeka Square, the Independence Square, the Central Market, and yeah, a lot of different things. What I've learned so far is I haven't really learned a lot of new things, but I've really learned to use what I knew before, to just enjoy and appreciate life, take it easy. A smile will fix anything. Materials are overrated. If you don't have happiness, materials are just shit. Basically.
Okay.
I don't know.
What's your favorite food in Malaysia?
Everything here tastes so good.
Pick one.
Oh, well, I hardly know the names of what we eat. I mean,
Nasi lemak.
Nasi lemak? What was that?
The one with the, I don't know, the one with the spicy one that we tried with Francisca at the Mama. Did we?
The curry laksa?
Curry laksa. The Malay dish with the gravy. With the one that Francisca tried at Central Market.
Oh, yeah, that was tasty, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think so far Thailand is leading in food-wise.
Okay.
I really like spicy food with a lot of chili, and they really love chili over there, so it was perfect for me.
Yeah.
And to have the real pad thai, that was really cool. So tasty. We have pad thai in Sweden, but it's nothing like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where are we heading after this?
We're going to some kind of fort that the Portuguese built here
yeah.
in Malacca.
So how did you? I mean, so far, do you like Malacca?
I think it's nice, but it's very touristy, I think.
You don't like touristy places?
No.
Why not?
I prefer the local area, because if I want to see a touristic place, I can just go to a resort anywhere. But when I go to a country, I want to meet the local people, I want to eat the local food.
Well, you did in Kuala Lumpur, but not here, yeah.
Yeah.
Should get
Kuala
to know more
Lumpur,
locals.
very nice. Malacca, I mean, it's a nice place. I'm not saying anything else than that, but it's kind of like any other tourist
You should
area.
consider going to Taman Negara. I heard it's really good.
Really?
I haven't been there yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we should go.
Maybe.
We'll see.
That'll be great, because I haven't explored a lot of places yet, so I should, take a chance.
Yeah, definitely. Take a chance, take a chance. You know ABBA from Sweden?
I just know Dancing Queen.
I guess it's one of the most famous ones.
Yeah, and then, oh yeah, by the way, we went to Genting Highlands also recently.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, we went to he went to the casino. I've been there once, but I just don't want to go in there again.
Imagine being the only white guy and 90% Chinese rich people gambling.
Yeah.
And I look like a homeless hobo.
You and Sassy.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, but you guys played anyway.
Yeah, one round of roulette.
Yeah, Russian roulette.
Didn't win, so my lucky number, I guess it's not that lucky.
Yeah, and we went to the Tian Hao temple.
Yeah, the
temple.
oldest temple in Kuala Lumpur. Sasi was a great tour guide. He told me a lot about Buddhism and about the symbols and even about Hinduism. So it was great to get to know a lot more, because the first time I went to Batu Caves, I was like, oh, it's a statue. Okay, nice. I went up the stairs, I saw the cave. But he was actually telling me a lot about the different things, the meanings of the symbols and stuff like that. It's really cool, actually.
Yeah. And we also went to
What's the name of the temple in Genting Highlands?
I think that's...
Shenshu. That
Yes.
temple was the coolest one so far.
Yes. Went up to the pagoda.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah, with the there are 9 floors.
a lot of fucking stairs also.
Hello.
Hello, Liz.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
I'm good too, thank you.
So, I'm Marc, I'm from France, I'm 29, and I arrived in Malaysia 3 days ago.
Okay.
And,
Do you like it so far?
yes, I really like it, yeah.
So-
Sadly, the weather has not been too good, but I still think KL is a very cool city.
I think the weather is so much better right now because there's no more haze.
Yes, it's right that it's already one good thing. I shouldn't complain about the weather then.
So, what's the thing that you like so much about Malaysia so far? Food, maybe?
Yeah, I like the food. I like the fact that there are so many different people in Malaysia and such a mix of cultures, and that you can find a bit of everything, a bit of Indian, a bit of Chinese, of Malay, and I really like this melting pot. And also I like that KL is a very active city with very beautiful things to see during the day and a good nightlife as well.
That's good. That's good to know.
Yeah, so I finished my studies 5 years ago. I studied in the UK, in Cranfield University.
Okay.
Then I decided to work for NGO.
Okay.
So I first went to Mongolia just for short term for 2 months. That was in 2009. In 2010 I went to Cambodia for about 6 months. In 2010 and 11 I was in Haiti for the cholera.
Okay.
And then in 2012 I went to Sierra Leone in West Africa also for cholera. And then in 2013 I decided to change, to get a new job, and I moved to a small island called Tristan da Cunha. And I spent 2 years there. And I just finished a couple of weeks ago.
That's nice. Wow. You've been to a lot of places.
Yes, I've been pretty unsteady so far. Yes, sure. So yeah, Tristan da Cunha is a very unique place in the world. So as you said, it is the remotest inhabited island in the world. So it's located about halfway between South Africa and South America, the South Atlantic Ocean. And there is no airport there, so you have to go by boat. From Cape Town in South Africa to Tristan da Cunha is about 1,500 nautical miles, so a bit less than 3,000 kilometers.
Wow.
And it takes about 7 days
Oh my gosh.
to do the crossing. So it's quite a long way.
How did you spend your 7 days on a ship?
To be fair, I didn't do much. I had a lot of rests. I read books, I watched movies. I also had a couple of friends on the boat with me, so I was never alone. I was never lonely.
That's
And
good.
I really thought these 7 days were a good opportunity to just relax and chill out, because really there's not much to do on the boat, on the ship.
Hard life.
Quite a hard life. Yeah, riding on Tristan is always a good thing, because after 7 days on the ship you're just so bored. So you're just very happy to arrive and happy to be finally there.
So what exactly did you do there?
I was working on a scientific station, taking environmental measures, so seismic waves, infrasound waves in the air, and also some measures of radioactivity in the air.
Wow, so you play quite a really important role then.
Yeah, well, this station is part of a worldwide network to monitor for nuclear tests.
Wow.
So my job was just to maintain the station. I was not in charge of doing any analysis of the data, just to make sure that the data are properly collected and sent wherever they need to be sent. So that was one part of my job. And then another part of my job was about renewable energies. So I installed there solar water heaters and solar panels for the island to be a bit less dependent on importation of fossil energy.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Well, I spent 2 years, but I came back home twice actually. I came back home after 10 months. I had 2 months home, then 9 months on the island, another 2 months home, and then I came back a third time for about 1 month
to do a handover with the new guy, so I didn't stay 2 years straight on the island, which I think is a good thing. I missed home at some point, yes, but not more than if I were anywhere else. Really, a lot of people tell me like, "Were you not bored? What were you doing? You must have just done nothing." But actually, the islanders always keep themselves busy, and there's always something happening. The people there really live as a community. Well,
it's a small community after all.
It is a very small community. It's only 270 people,
wow.
So that's very small. Very quickly
small.
You get to know everybody by their name. So it's not like you can just hide away and make sure that people don't know you. They will know you because obviously you're there and it's only such a small community. But yeah, I really love the people there. It was really something interesting to live in such a remote and close community where everybody has to live together anyway, whether they like it or not. There may be some fight, there may be some disagreement, but at the end of the day, they need to live together, so they will just not fight. Well, I would probably not mind staying there for many years. I don't know if it would be for 5 or 10 or 20 years, but for many years, if I could go back home for at least 4 months every year, and if I had my family there. Like if I have a wife and kids and I go there with them, I think it's just a perfect place for kids because it's so safe. You know that kids can play in the ground on the street, can play with balls. Well, it was, depending on days, I would either stay at home and then I would do just what every person does when they're at home, like just watch TV or read a book or maybe have some friends coming and have a few drinks with them. But quite often as well after work I was just going to visit some of the islanders, visit some friends, maybe there was someone's birthday or someone having a party for whatever reason or someone having a barbecue at their house. Pros and cons, definitely. It's clearly a difficult thing to have a stable relationship in the lifestyle that I've had for the past few years.
Okay.
It's not impossible at all, some people do it. But I probably didn't find the right person that would follow me in my trips and that I would like to stay with in all the places that I went to. So I've had girlfriends in some of the countries that I visited for work. It's 1 megabyte for the whole island. So no, it's not good.
Oh god.
It means that you have to adapt your use of the internet. Basically, I knew that I could not watch videos on YouTube, I could not download movies, I could not listen to radio. Facebook was working, but you had to be patient. I could send emails and receive emails. I could chat with Skype or with WhatsApp. Actually, if there is one message I would like to spread to the people watching the video is be happy with what you have. Don't just crave to get always more and more things because this will not make you any happier. Happiness lies in simple things, so be happy with what you have and then you will see that life is just so much easier.
What did we do today anyway?
We drove around and we got some food. We went to a mama.
Mama.
Yeah, mama.
Not mama. Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So I've got really upset stomach a while ago, so we all had to go back home. So we've got nothing much to do right now.
That's important details, though.
Very. I don't mind actually, really. So anyway, because today is actually my first time meeting Felix. Felix is also a traveler and he's been backpacking for how many years?
Across all my different trips, it's about between 5 or 6 years now. Yeah, so I did I like to backpack, but also to live abroad. So I did just about 3 years in Europe, and a couple of years in South America. I've been in Southeast Asia now for almost 6 months, and I went to India and Nepal as well for some months too. So yeah, and then yeah.
That's great. What about Jazz? Like, did you go anywhere recently?
Recently, I didn't go anywhere. I just go around town mostly.
Okay, like where?
There's so many places to go around, just around Kuala Lumpur, you know. You can spend every weekend going somewhere new. But because there's always new friends that we need to show them around, we went to Putrajaya, we went to the Genting Highlands.
Yeah, we did.
We were supposed to should have joined us.
Yeah.
Broga Hill.
Have to check it out.
I actually went to Broga Hill 3 times. You didn't join me for the 5 a.m. trip.
Yeah,
But we went for the 5 p.m.
I didn't get to
trip.
see
That
the
was not
sunrise.
bad. It was we went for sunset.
Yeah, it was amazing. Are you planning to go anywhere after
Yeah,
this?
I'm going to Langkawi next weekend.
Nice. I've been there, but just once.
I hope it's gonna be fun.
I think so. I mean, if
You're not joining me.
if you're going to have some activities, I think it'll be fun.
I'll be drinking beer there for sure. It's cheap beer.
How much is cheap? What's
1 ringgit something, less than 2 ringgit
for a tin can? Wow, you should go.
No, it's cheaper than KL.
Definitely.
It's cheaper than
cheaper than
bucket and
Sabah.
tank. Yeah.